From the winerychannel.tv, this is The Source. Here's Ron Denner of Denner Vineyards.
What makes the winery really, really fun is that it's a dream come true. We wanted to build a winery that was winemaker friendly. So we did something kind of unusual in a sense, and I call it reverse engineering. And what we did is we brought in 3 young winemakers, one of which is our winemaker, our son, and put them into a committee meeting atmosphere and said, if you could have the greatest winery ever with no budget, and we will do everything you were asked us to do, what would it be? Well, we're standing in that winery. And when I say reverse engineering, instead of us telling you, a winemaker, how to make wine, you tell us, and we'll pay the right people to make the winery the way we think it should be. As a result, the winery is a full gravity flow winery. What we're trying to capture here is the essence of great wines. As a result of that, again, as I say, it's gravity flow. We do some very unusual things here. We go through several sorting tables that were custom made for us in France. We also have these very, very small fermentation bins. They're square in shape, and they're 2-ton fermentation pins. All of our harvesting is done by hand. All the punch downs are done by hand. The whole goal of all of this is to make great wines. And it reminds me of something Muhammad Ali said at one time. And he said, when you can do what you say you can do, it ain't bragging. Well, come taste our wines and you tell us if we're bragging or not. Now we're in the barrel room. And this is where the wines are aged. With our barrel program, 95% of our barrel program is French oak, new French oak. 5% is Hungarian oak. This is where the wine really takes on its character. And also, this is where the winemaker starts making determinations on how he's going to be making some of his blends. And each barrel is individually judged and graded. 2 of the wines that I'm going to talk about here just momentarily, one is the Ditch Digger, which we talked about earlier, and you now know the history about the Ditch Digger. And the other is a Syrah. But what makes this kind of an interesting Syrah is that this particular Syrah comes from 5 different clones within the vineyard. So it's a very challenging wine for the winemaker because it's a blend. It says Syrah, and it is Syrah, but it's a blend of several Syrahs. And then we've got the whites, the Teresa, which is a blend of a Viognier Roussanne and the Viognier. What's so exciting about the area here, what's going on in Paso Robles? Paso Robles is an old town that's really a young town in the sense of wine history. There's some great wines being made in Paso Robles, and there's some fabulous young winemakers here who are really making history. And I think when you come out here to Paso Robles and you visit some of the local wineries and taste some of the wines, you'll be absolutely amazed at how good they really are. But I think you're going to see some exciting wines in the future here too. Not only where Paso Robles was originally known as a very famous Zinfandel area, and that's how we got our starts, but now you're also seeing some unbelievable Syrahs that are coming out of the area. And several people believe that the capabilities of the Paso Robles viticulture family to make great Cabernet Sauvignons is right on the very edge. So I think in the very near term, you're going to see some wonderful Cabernet Sauvignons also. The next time you're in Paso Robles, come and see us. We would love to entertain you with our great wines and really give you a fabulous tasting experience. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here on The Source.